ready for the biggest Sunday in sports? DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Super Bowl 57, has all the Super Bowl action you need. New customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in free bets instantly. Plus, all customers can get in on the Super Bowl 57 excitement with DraftKings Happy Hour Super Post. Check the DraftKings Sportsbook app every day between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or if you're out here in California, you can check at 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. PST to see what prop bet will be boosted. Let me tell y'all, for the Super Bowl, which one we on, Super Bowl 57, I'm going with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's
Kansas?
That's what I'm going with. I don't know about nobody else. I know some of y'all love the Eagles.
I'm butting on the Eagles.
Don't nobody care about them.
Like Eagles, y'all. Like Eagles, y'all.
Listen, I grew up in the Midwest and I'm going to stay in the Midwest. That's where I'm be. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SKPOD.
SKPOD.
New customers can bet $5 on the Super Bowl 57 and get 200 in free bets instantly.
Wow.
Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with code SKPOD.
SKPOD.
Minimum age and eligibility, restrictions apply. Void in Ohio.
Sorry.
See show notes for details.
And with that, and 5, 4, 3, 2. What up, y'all? Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on stage. She's
That chick Angel.
Welcome to another podcast episode. Smash that like button. Smash that notification button. Bangers. All 2023. Bangers just for you. Church announcements. This is the last week of the NAACP Image Awards nomination voting situations. You have until Friday, February 10th to vote. If I lose, it is your fault.
I
have done
win.
everything I can do. I went down to the NAACP Image Awards luncheon. I sat with the president / CEO. I showed
Mr.
it.
Derek Johnson.
Mr. Derek Johnson. I didn't even know. I said hello to him. You know I'm always kind with the people. Didn't know who he was. He's like, proud of you, brother. Looking forward to you. I was like, God bless you. Proud of you, brother. And I met the
You said proud of him and don't even know what
I don't even know. I'll just be like, amen, brother. You look good. So they start off. We're going to start off the luncheon. Let's welcome our president and CEO, Derek Johnson. That man get up from our table, walk up there. I said, that's the man who runs this.
That's the dude.
He said, Kev, big fan. I said, me? You walk down to the NAA?
Yeah.
He said, and the CP. They don't like the acronym no more. Somewhere along the way, they like to say NAACP, but some things are just ingrained.
I say, because from hosting so many things for them, I easily NAACP.
I cannot do. I can do NAACP.
You can do it, Kevin.
I met Wendell Pierce.
Oh yeah.
Now you haven't seen The Wire, but he's amazing as
Friend
the
of
bump.
the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Hey.
I said, Mr. Pierce, I'm just a huge fan of your work. He said, Kev, I love what you're doing. I love everything you're doing, man. You're so creative and amazing. Listen, he said, when you need us, you call on us.
What does that mean?
When you ready to take that next step and you need some heavy hitters, you need us, you call on us. And I said,
Yeah.
Angel done been saying that.
I
gave you credit, Angel. I
know
said
you
it.
did. I just don't know why you didn't believe me.
I don't listen to you.
Okay. All right.
Now, if you do SAG low budget, that means you can get Wendell. You just got to pay him, the minimum.
That was
the
whole
for
point.
The love.
That's the whole point of me saying you needed to do churchy SAG. It wasn't for you to hire your friends so they could become SAG.
I just went SAG and did all the Taft Hartley stuff.
Yes.
And went the whole other way.
No. This is so you can get the heavy hitters, the people that you have admired. They will come on down to the churchy.
They'll come on down to the churchy.
That's all right.
So anyway, it was super dope. Any announcements from you, Angel, before we get started?
I did, but I don't remember them. God dang it.
You having a day.
I am having a day, Kevin.
But you're still standing. You're still strong. Shout out to Derek Luke, Antoine Fisher. All right. Friend of the pod, Beyonce Giselle Knowles Carter has separated herself from all other musicians. As of the Grammys this past Sunday, she is now the most decorated artist in history with 32 Grammy Award wins. I think she won 4 or 5.
Let me see how many Grammys.
I think she won 4. I feel like she went in with 20. She was tied at 27. Yeah, she won 4 or 5.
Or not yesterday.
On Sunday.
Why do they have only 29? Have they not updated this? They have an up 32.
Stage
you are
Crew
correct.
saying 4.
She and then
Stage Crew
4.
saying 4?
Stage Crew saying 4 in the chat. Shouts to the Perry.
I thought it was 3 that she got.
So 2, and now Angel, I already know you think she's the best artist of all time. Great artist of all time.
All time.
The one thing that you cannot argue.
3.
Yeah,
3 or 4.
3 is right. 3 is right. She got 3.
Nominated
She had 29?
for 4, or she got nominated for 5?
nominated for 4, won 3.
She won 3.
She had 29 before yesterday.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
before Sunday.
30, 31, 32, 33. That would make 33.
If she had won 4.
How
But
many?
yeah, she only has 32, so she won 3.
So she won 3.
Yes.
If she would have cleaned up, she would have won 4.
There you come on.
I think.
I know you already think she's the greatest artist of all time prior
Everybody
to
else.
this. You cannot argue that she's not the most decorated artist. This is just a fact now.
Mm-hmm.
This is. I think Quincy Jones and her were tied at 29.
Okay.
I believe. I don't know how many. I don't know how many more Quincy got in him. I think somebody else, a composer, or something, had a lot, like a crazy amount. But performing wise, I think, like as a performer, I think she was head and shoulders above anybody else.
Yeah.
Is she the greatest artist of all time to you, the listener? That's my question. She's very polarizing. There's an article that came out that's the Grammy, some members of the Grammy, what do they call the Recording Academy? Members of the Recording Academy who vote for the Grammys. Some of them were like, I didn't vote for Beyonce for Album of the Year because frankly, this one dude said this, frankly, she gets too much hype. Every time she does something, it's just the biggest thing ever. And he was like, and I also don't listen to all the music that's released. I'm like, I don't think you have to listen to all the music that's released.
Yeah.
But if you're voting on Album of the Year, I feel like you should listen to at least those albums.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you can't listen to every album, but
They raggedy.
but if you're voting on air, like how can you vote on stuff that you ain't consumed?
And
Except NAACP Image Awards. You ain't got to consume nobody else's stuff.
Update. Beyonce was nominated in 9 categories at this year's Grammy Awards, picking up additional nods for Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Dance Electronic Music Album. No. The awards that she won were those ones.
So she won 4.
She won Best Dance. I saw that on my TV.
Best Dance. She won. What other 3 then? Oh, somebody said electronic dance recording, electronic dance album of the year, R&B performance, and R&B song.
Yeah, she won Best Dance Recording for Break My Soul.
You better have the rhythm. You won't break my soul. Oh, that's what the church announcement was. Duh. There will be lyric rehearsal this Thursday for song number 2 on Beyonce's Renaissance, being that the tickets are pre-sale is happening. And song number 2, as Josh is looking up are you still looking up the thing?
I'm trying to, there's so many different,
Cozy.
everybody wants to get clout off of the name that there's like, it's very confusing articles.
I know. That's the reason why I said forget it. I was like, all these articles are saying something different.
She shares a record with
Cozy.
Adele.
A record of what? No, she don't.
My head hurts.
She don't share no, not the one that we talk about, which is the most Grammys ever. Beyonce got it. Adele, do not. Period.
Now, here's what amazing thing happened at the Grammys. Viola Davis won a Grammy for audiobook.
She got an EGOT.
And
She got that EGOT.
She got EGOT status. That makes 3 black women who have EGOTs. There's 4 black people total.
So it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi was the only one for a long time.
Yeah.
Then I want to say John Legend was next.
Johnny.
And then Jennifer Hudson was after him. I think she just got hers last year or the year prior. And
she has an EGOT.
Jennifer Hudson has an EGOT. And then Cynthia Erivo is only 1 away.
She doesn't have her what? Oscar?
She doesn't have her Oscar.
Okay.
And if she would have got it for Harriet, she would have been in there. Because she got that Tony.
Oh, of course.
She come from Broadway.
Yeah.
And then she got the Grammy, I believe, for music in one thing. Emmy, I believe, was performance related, but the Oscar she ain't got yet. But Viola EGOT status, and people are saying that book is amazing. Viola Davis can do no wrong.
She's amazing.
She can do no wrong. Her interview, I already respect her as an actress. To me, she might be she is my favorite actress working right now. But her interviews and stuff, she is so like fun and interesting. Her Hot Ones interview, I randomly, I be watching random stuff when I be shaving. Her Hot Ones interview was a good time.
I can believe it.
And my scale for how I like celebrities is: would you be fun at a game night? Would you be good at Taboo?
Oh, she's gonna be both of those.
I feel like she'd be a good time at a game night. I feel like she'd have great jokes, great stories. She'd be a solid giver on Taboo, but a better guesser.
Yeah,
she'd probably get 7.
I don't know if she's a good. I doubt if she's a great giver, but I think she'd probably be a great guesser.
And great guessers, all you need to fit in on the game night.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be a great giver.
Nah.
There's only so many me's, Melissas, Angels, but everybody can guess.
Yeah.
And you don't even guess. I'll be like, what are you doing down to the game night? Because even a wrong guess can help you get to the, because
Exactly.
you say, if the answer pizza and I say, round or square, and you say, pizza. And I'll be like, dang, use good guesser. Well, that was a bad example, but you get the point. Sometimes you use a bad guesser to get the opposite of that.
Yes.
Not that, but close to it.
Close to it. You're getting there.
But when you sit at the Taboo and just let people talk, and you be like, I don't know.
Oh, I hate it.
I'll
know. Guess anything.
You know what the worst tabooer is?
What?
Person who talk trash like they good, and they're giving, and they be either passing or saying the stuff too long, or if they don't, if you stay too many ants, that's the main thing on Taboo.
This is what I hate. Time starts now.
Oh my God.
Okay. Okay. No. You know what? Pass. I'm
Say
going
something.
to kill you.
You don't even know what information I know. You don't know how many times I played this game.
Right.
You didn't even say no words.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
I don't need you to think to yourself. Think out loud.
And when they're like, well, it said carpal tunnel. Then break it down. You drive this. A car. Okay.
There you go.
Pause right there. Okay.
Keep that. Hold
Instead
that.
of push, you what?
Pull.
Okay.
Carpool.
Okay. A train goes through it.
Tunnel.
Put it together. Car, pull, tunnel. People
and now
don't do
we
it.
won. People don't do that.
And it makes me so
Okay,
mad.
back to Beyonce.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Her and Jay-Z are the most nominated artists in Grammy history. Beyonce has the most Grammys any woman of history, and she holds a record. Her and Adele share a record of most Grammys won in one night, which is 6, and that could have changed if either one of them cleaned
I
up.
thought she had more Grammys than any person, period.
No, any female artist.
No, Beyonce has more than anyone now.
Okay, well, this is Grammy's website.
No, this is it.
Because
This
they
is Grammy's
said it
website
on the
too.
Grammys.
This is the Grammys website I'm looking at. Beyonce's become the most decorated artist in history with 32, more than anybody in the history of the award.
Yeah, all-time record
Yeah.
for most Grammy wins
Just don't worry about it, Josh. That's okay.
on Grammy.com.
I'm on Grammy.com.
It's official. Beyonce has made Grammy history. Her win for Best Dance
Grammys
Electric
don't know about themselves,
Album.
Josh. That's like Uno telling us how to
Grammy's
play.
got a lot of self-reflection to do.
Put
Yeah,
her
they-
Grammy. You know what though? You know what it might be, Josh. They probably kept updating it, and you might be looking at like the one right before she won the last one, where she what you get what I'm saying? Like when she was at 31, she was probably the highest female. Or you get what I'm saying? No, okay. But yeah, it do say on Grammy.com that she has 32 gramophones. Anywho, Taboo. Don't
Viola
play.
Davis.
Viola
yes.
Davis. Viola Davis. She is dope. She has such a sweet spirit. And she's super duper talented. There's no.
What's your
ifs, ands,
favorite
or
role
buts.
she's ever done?
It'd probably Woman King.
Oh, she was great in that.
I probably out of all of them, I've seen a lot of like How to Get Away with Murder. I couldn't stick with it, and it wasn't because of her. It was just the plot and the relationships were pissing me off.
Yeah, I faded out on that.
Yeah, I was
season 1 was lit.
Yeah,
But after a while, I was like, when they killed the black dude,
I was just like, what is
like,
happening?
all
I'm
right.
so confused. And the
was
white
too
lady,
much.
she's abusive to
Bonnie?
her, but she doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, it was just so much. The help. There's only so many times I want to. I think just when it took place is why I was just like, even though she was great, I don't reflect on that role like I want to see Viola in this. I mean, obviously during Antoine Fisher, the scene with no words.
Let me tell you, you got my two. That scene with no words, where she said we was having this whole argument at your house.
Like, how far was she into her career when she did that role?
Yeah, because Chance was saying that it's not fair that she got, I think it was SAG minimum that day. She got like $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But that role, my favorite, and not my favorite role, but one of my favorite performances from her is her performance in Doubt.
I didn't
One
see Doubt.
scene, ooh, Angel.
That's what she won her Oscar award for.
If you want to learn or teach somebody about subtext, you watch that scene with her and Meryl Streep, because you were watching it and I'm like, wait, what is she? Is she saying what I think she's saying, or she? Oh no! Oh my God, she is saying what I think she's saying. And them both trying to get to their goal, and the obstacles there, the beats they take. What the internal monologue, I'm just like, oh, you working.
Well, she was working with her white counterpart. I mean, she's not as decorated as Meryl, but
she up there.
When you think of
given the same opportunities, I think she'd have the same success.
Oh, absolutely. The fact of the matter is, Meryl, I'm sure, has like a decade of life on Viola as far as an age. If you were to think about skill set and what they're able to accomplish, that is her female counterpart. And like Angela Bassett is somebody like a Glenn Close.
Yeah,
like
actually, she has 16 on her. Meryl Streep 73, Viola's 57.
Yeah, Meryl is old. Meryl been out here. She's really good. But like when you look at Meryl's resume, Meryl been doing the goddamn.
She ain't got no EGOT though.
She don't, and she's not going to get it.
She ain't gonna get no Tony.
She could get a Tony if she went on Broadway. They would
give
most
that to of the people who get the EGOT. This is quiet as Kevin. I'm not hating. Most of them, hardly anybody gets them off of performance. That Tony they usually get for producing.
Yeah.
Very few people get it all performing, because that's tough.
No, it is absolutely
theater is
tough.
a very different discipline than screen.
But Meryl got that training. That's not going to be Meryl's problem.
I agree.
Her resume, it'd probably be the Grammy that she couldn't get, but her resume would probably do well on Indeed. Because what's better than finding quality candidates? Finding them instantly. For a powerful hiring partner, you need Indeed. Indeed is a hiring platform where you can attract, interview, and hire all in one place. Don't spend hours on multiple job sites looking for candidates with the right skills when you can do it all with Indeed. Find top talent fast with Indeed's suite of powerful hiring tools like Indeed Instamatch, assessments, and virtual interviews. Hate waiting? Indeed's U.S. data shows over 80% of Indeed employers find quality candidates whose resume on Indeed matches their job description the moment they sponsor a job. I love Indeed, and what I love about them is that they truly do pull candidates whose resumes match the job description. I told you all I used it when I was looking for a personal assistant, and the type of things that I needed were people who were social media savvy, people who were able to telecommute. I needed people who had really good email skills, communication skills, and all the candidates that were sent to me, the resumes that were sent to me, all had those skills. And I think I was sent like 43 candidates within a matter of days.
And we used them when we looked for office managers at the soundstage.
Oh, wow.
We used them for that. They give you good candidates. They give them to you quick.
Yeah,
They're
they do.
vetted. You know, when you're hiring somebody, by the time you get to hire, most of the time, you know when you hire, you needed them quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
People wait till the last minute, so you don't want to wait another 2-3 weeks to get qualified candidates, because then you got to go through the interview process and all that stuff. Indeed gave me good people quick.
That's what we're talking about. Indeed does the hard work for you. Sponsor a job and boom, Instamatch shows you candidates whose resumes on Indeed fit your job description immediately after you post. With Instamatch, you can start hiring fast. Join over 3 million businesses worldwide using Indeed to hire great talent fast. Indeed knows when you're growing your own business, you have to make every dollar count. That's why with Indeed, you only pay for quality applications that match your must-have job requirements. Visit Indeed.com/HTT.
HTT.
To start hiring now. Just go to Indeed.com/HTT.
HTT.
Indeed.com/HTT.
HTT.
Terms and conditions apply. Cost per application pricing not available for everyone. Need to hire? You need Indeed.
Angel, real quick before we go to the next person. Someone said, Angel, how can I get my hair to be super thick like yours? It's so voluptuous.
Okay, so one of the things you need is water. You need water. Mm-hmm. You got to water it every day. Then you need money to be able to make a wig.
Oh,
out of human hair because this is human. You see, I spray it. I spray this. It all works very well. And then you got to put a strap in here.
It's like a snapback.
You strap it, and then you.
Angel!
Oh, wait a minute.
Angel!
Gotta get in there.
You just,
She sprayed it and took it off.
there you go.
That's how you get it. Listen, Angel giving y'all the secrets. People don't really give y'all the secrets.
Yeah.
And you got to put that Donna's recipe in there.
Yeah, the Donna recipe.
Put that Donna's recipe in there just because. So it knows Donna. Because Donna give you them nutrients.
And see, this is a good lace. So that's why it looked like it was growing out my scalp.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was. Until this moment, I said, protective style?
Protective style.
Well, who would have thunk it?
There you go.
And there you go, ladies and gents.
This is LaShaka. Listen, you better know her name, Deacon. LaShaka is the name of this hair unit. Mm-hmm.
All right. Quite a little bit of controversy over Best R&B Album.
You know it's not the same as it.
The song is catchy. They can't take that from Oda Hurry. Robert Glasper won for Best R&B Album for
Word to
Black
Robert Glasper.
Radio 3 or Robert
Friend
Glasper.
of, oh, I was
That's
just saying
what he
friend of the
said.
pod.
And Chris Brown, who was also nominated, put on his Instagram stories, who the F*** CK is Robert Glasper. And he Wikipedia'd him and said, y'all playing who the FUCK is this?
What does that spell?
Kev, sound it out.
Fooch?
Fooch?
Fooch.
Oh, is that German?
Yes.
What does it mean?
I think it's a cuss word. I don't know. I haven't seen it before. Anyway.
Fooch. Fooch. Okay.
So people immediately were like, Chris, you shouldn't have said that.
Drugs be hitting hard at night.
Here's
man.
the thing.
Josh, here's the thing.
Just like the white dude who said, I don't listen to all the music. Maybe you don't know every musician in the world.
I know I don't.
I think it's safe to say you should know the musicians
In your category.
who are nominated in the same category as you because they can win as well. I know the other people who are in the NAACP Image Award category for Outstanding Social Media Personality. If any of them wins, I'm not going to be like, who are they? They are the winners.
Listen, not to call out my twin over here. Last year, you knew who everybody was, but you didn't know who everybody was.
I didn't know who I was.
No, I feel like you didn't know who everybody was.
I underestimated the TikTok audience.
Yes,
and how much other people were going to promote.
That's what I meant by you didn't understand who everybody was. And this is Chris. Chris thought.
But no, I know. Chris
"You think
didn't
you
know.
can run it. He was like, how could someone that isn't me or my caliber beat me? But he did.
He did. And he's won that Grammy like 3 times. People say every time he's released a Black radio album, he won a Grammy apparently.
I can believe it.
Now, I personally love Robert Glasper. He be doing residencies down at the Blue Note in New York and at Tokyo. I would love to. Small random dream. I'd love to be in Tokyo and Robert Glasper's in town or Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles in town. I could go down to a jazz club. Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles.
Oh, it sounded like you
an
said
N.
apostles.
No, I said funk. That's just my lisp.
List does not affect ends.
It was. So what people were saying about Chris Brown is like, you should work with Robert Glasper because we're kind of tired of hearing the same beat over and over and over and over. Jameson Bethea, very talented creator. He mixed one of Chris Brown's songs with one of Robert Glasper's songs.
I can't wait to hear it.
Sounds like this.
Oh, you can remove Chris off of here. I just want to.
So Robert's on the keys, Angel.
I know, I can tell.
Genius.
That's the part that's fire. Because I Take You Down is not one of my favorite songs. So the fact that I like what I'm hearing.
Listen, this black radio, is that Jill Scott or Music Soul Child?
Take it down, I really want to take it down.
Is that black radio? Is that? No, it's Music Soul Child.
That is?
This is the real one.
This is music.
Yeah, music. This is Robert Glasper, but Music Soul Child's the artist. So he does compilation albums with other artists. Music is just.
Oh.
Ain't it just
It's
butter?
just a chill down my
It's grown and sexy.
Fine.
I got a little old fashioned. Marcus got the hat on and the cigar.
This is effing music. I don't care what this is. Yes.
Something anyone can be. Attraction, now there's something different.
I think they'll work together, though.
Huh?
I think they'll work together.
Thankfully, you're both to me. In this life, yeah, you gotta be with someone you like.
Ooh.
Ain't it good?
Yes. This is good.
That's that 42, Angel.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah, I've heard this song.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ooh. Now, what the old folks used to say, now, if you would sit down and learn yourself a thing or two, you might be all right.
Yeah.
Chris, very talented gentleman. Them albums be 38 songs of the exact same vibe.
Help. Help. And
Why?
I like Chris Brown.
Listen, give you with some. Look, Robert Glasper know musicians. Josh sent me a TikTok. Robert Glasper went down to the tiny desk and said, let's make something up on the spot. Of course, we could play something that we all know. Let's make something up. Sir, you got the confidence in your abilities to walk down to the NPR at the Washington, D.C.?
That's jazz confidence.
Dog.
Let's just find a tempo and we'll all just flex and riff when it's our time to shine.
That's just shedding. In the black community,
Shit?
we call that shedding.
That's when everybody's beards growing
You
out.
go down to Doobie Powell shed, and you somebody on the keys, somebody on the bass, somebody on the guitar,
Woo!
and we just vibing out.
The chords that his chord progressions
Oh, my
are
God.
just it's the type that make you tingle. It's like, oh, you gonna go there? I wasn't expecting that. It's like when you rub a dog right in the right place and they're like,
And that leg started going.
Those are the chords that he's playing.
By the way, Monty fell asleep. He spent the night in our room last night, right?
Oh, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. He sleeps in the bathroom. This boy jumped on the bed and was like, "Hey, I gotta do. I know I'm not supposed to be up here, and I don't even usually do this.
I'm gonna take a
I
shit
said,
on
what
your
are you doing? Get out of here." He's all right. He went over there and laid by he farted. He went and laid by the door. I said, "Let me get this dog outside."
Yes.
That boy ran down the stairs. Ooh.
Yeah, he said
Went
it is
out to
turtle
the
headed.
backyard. Usually he run around, sniff around. He went right to his doodle spot and was like, "Jesus, Jesus."
Hell, it was shooting
Oh
out
my
of hand.
God. And he was like, "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb y'all sleep. I don't even do that. I know I don't be up on that bed. But y'all would have been way more mad at me if I would have doodled on that ground. And it was 4:30. I wasn't gonna make it till would y'all wake up around 6?
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't
no.
gonna make up to around 6. I apologize. I usually do better about holding it in. That boy was going through it.
Oh, bless his heart.
Oh, Jesus.
He had the Hershey squirt.
He's like,
Ow.
let me just
What are
toot a
y'all
little
feeding
bit.
him?
He's like,
It's
let me,
regular stuff.
he said, let me just toot a little bit. It'll hold on until 6
Dog,
o'clock.
once he farted, I said, "Oh no, you farted?" And them
His
dog
regulars
farts.
are terrible.
Oh,
Are
yeah.
y'all feed
They
him
stick-
wet food?
They
Is his
stick
food
to the
wet?
paint.
That's why it should
Monty
come out
gets
so
a
fast.
4-course meal at every meal.
He eats from
Yeah.
Ruth Chris.
That's why he's waking y'all up at
it's
4:30.
it's Woof Chris.
I love it.
Yes, there are more Black Radio albums. I think that was Black Radio 3. The one I was playing was Black Radio won.
What I meant to tell you was that
Or Black
if
Radio.
Melissa would have bought Beyonce tickets yesterday and not said anything to me, I was going to come to your house and kill Monty.
So that's on our docket as well.
Just held them up for a hawk.
When I tell you,
This would have been Monty. I would have put a chain on him and been like, I hope y'all have a great time at the Renaissance.
wow, you done turned my baby into a purse.
I would have slit his stomach and stuffed my wallet in
Well,
there.
so the thing is about the verified pre-sale, you can if you get selected, you can only buy 4 tickets.
I know.
So how could she have bought any for you?
No, just tell me. I didn't say she had to buy tickets.
Oh.
Just say to me, we didn't got tickets.
Oh, these doggone tickets it's ridiculous.
How she go get tickets? I didn't say she had to buy me
Oh, I
tickets.
thought you meant she would buy these tickets.
No.
I thought Josh had tickets. He
So
put
did
that
I.
he had it, and I
No.
texted, I DM'd, I was like, wow. And then I be getting distracted on story. I comment, and then something else will happen. And his next slide was like I was trolling, but I didn't know.
He was trolling.
No, I
But
didn't get him.
let me tell you this.
tried.
We're gonna call our good friend Jonathan Majors, see if he got tickets.
We was gonna talk about that as well.
Okay, we gonna get to it later.
We're gonna get to it with the Jonathan Majors. He doesn't. We'll tell y'all about
He's
the
all
story.
right, friend of the pod.
Are we
Friend of
doing
the
that?
pod. We already did the second one. You want
We
me
got
to tell?
like 5 minutes before
Into the third one?
Until
second one.
Until 2 and 3.
Okay. So Chris Brown apologized to
As
Robert
he
Glasper.
should.
He said he DM'd him, I imagine. Congratulations, my brother. I would like to apologize if you took offense to my reaction at the Grammys. Already mistake. All you got to do is say I apologize.
People don't know how to apologize.
They don't.
He said because of my
Especially
official-
if they apologize and then post their apology.
Let me tell you what a good apology is,
What did
even
he
though it's
say?
very difficult. I'm going to read the rest of it to you.
Okay.
This is a good apology. I broke the egg. I apologize because I broke the egg. Not I apologize because I broke the egg. If that upset you, I apologize because the egg fell and it
And it
got on
made
your
a mess.
carpet. I
Right.
apologize if you took offense to the egg falling. It's very difficult to take accountability and just say, you know what, Robert Glasper, this is a good. Let me read you a bad apology. I'm gonna give you a good one.
Okay.
This is Chris Brown's bad apology.
Oh, no, it's Chris Brown.
This is his
Okay,
actual one.
cool.
Congratulations, my brother. I would like to apologize if you took offense to my reaction at the Grammys. You were not the intended target, and I know I came off really rude and mean. After doing my research, I actually think you're amazing. Your organization isn't doing us blacks our due diligence. You and I should never be in the same category. Two totally different vibes and genres. So from one black man to another, congratulations. Hope you are able to feed your family for life. God bless my G. This is using his words. Congratulations, my brother. I would like to apologize. I came off really rude and mean. After doing my research, I think you're amazing. God bless. Good night. Let me do it in my own words. Congratulations, my brother. I apologize. I was upset. I'm not really familiar with your game. I thought I had that Grammy in the bag. I didn't even think you should be nominated with me because you make, R&B type vibes that are different than mine. I've been making the same song for a long time now. I didn't think the Grammys would notice. I guess they didn't take my name down.
Remember
when
I
it was
did
time
that
to
Michael
vote.
Jackson tribute? Crazy.
Oh,
Anyway, can we work together on Black Radio 4 and also do my whole next album? Then people be like, dang, Chris Brown music finally aged up because he's been making the same thing since running. And all them drugs and tattoos don't make it sound any different.
no.
Anyway, I really messed that whole career up, didn't I? Show was on my way.
I would have
Sincerely.
said,
Bye.
I'm sorry. I had a grown man tantrum.
I was a baby.
I have had tantrums before. God bless. Got up out of there. No need for explanation. I don't need to hear your mental turmoil. I'm being a dick because I didn't get my way. God bless you. God bless you.
But if you really like R&B music, first of all, they're not different categories. Robert Glasper's making R&B music.
Well, no, Chris is what it is. Chris's music be sounding way more pop than it does R&B here lately.
Okay.
That is where I would say, yeah, they're really not the same
Oh,
category.
so Chris should have been in a different category is what you're saying.
Yes.
Maybe they should have been in the same category.
Yeah, he
but
should-
Robert Glasper should have been in that category.
Oh, he
Because
is.
who else was in that nomination?
That's a good question, Josh. I want to say Corey Henry was in there. Let me check. R&B album.
Yeah, PJ Morton was in there.
PJ was in there. I seen him on the TV.
Was her in there? No.
I don't think she released anything this year.
I don't think so.
Did she, Josh?
No, it wasn't her. I saw her on in a different category, like house music or something, that she was a like guest vocalist. Oh, they said Mary J. Blige.
Mary J. Blige got nominated for Album of the Year, by the way.
Well, congrats to her. I actually liked a couple of the songs on hers.
Oh my God, these articles be having entirely too many things. I just want to look for the one thing.
Best R&B.
Yeah. Progressive R&B. Okay, Steve Lacy won that.
I like Steve Lacy.
And I do too. When you look at the whole list, you realize just how many things are not televised. There's way more things on there than I realized. I was like, God, dog,
Yeah,
Americana, gospel, some sort of gospel genre. Gospel don't never be on TV.
I think, they're like, don't nobody care about y'all. Get your little Jesus up out of here.
Get your little Jesus.
Get your little Jesus out of here.
Okay, R&B. I'm sorry, Angel. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Best R&B album was Good Morning, Gorgeous, Mary J, Breezy, Chris Brown, Robert Glasper, Black Radio 3, Candy Drip by Lucky Day, and Watch the Sun by PJ the Mortons.
I think because they love the word urban so much,
Oh my
Chris
God.
should be considered like urban pop.
But who else will be in that category? Do you have enough to make a full category?
Oh, absolutely. I would put Rihanna over there. I would never put her. I would rarely put what she has did in the
Wake me up. If people were like, if she starts the Super Bowl with that, I'm gonna just turn the whole thing off.
I've seen a lot of TikToks like that.
past.
I will cry on cue if she sings that.
I was telling Kevin because he kept crying over Not Pink and White.
Godspeed
by Frank Ocean.
Godspeed.
Let me play it again. See how well I'm doing.
Kevin,
Let me see how I'm doing.
I will strangle you with my wig.
I'm 2 for 2 on the cry.
I told Kevin, I said, listen, that was Rihanna's Lift Me Up at my niece's wake at her viewing. They played Lift Me Up 40 million times. Also with, what's her name? Lashandra, what's her name?
Leandria.
There you go. You got it. Leandria singing Deliver Me.
Oh, yeah.
I said, turn it off. I said, I don't want to hear it no more. Along with the slideshow of my niece, we got her over here dead over there in the corner. We got the slideshow and blame me up.
You saying it like that?
That's how she sounds, Kevin.
She does not.
Yes, she does. She didn't even stack that. She just did one take home.
That's not how that song.
I was like, oh, I was like, don't.
Not that song.
It would make me so mad.
Why?
I was just so frustrated because I was like, it's so sad. Real quick, I need to take a quick break. I forgot to take my multivitamin, which, by the way, is by Ritual.
Hey, I love Ritual.
Yes.
Friend of the pod.
And every podcast has a pooper. That's why we invited you. I'm the pooper. Well, Kevin is too. Kevin be pooping.
Oh.
FB Putin.
So, yes, we're about to talk about poop with Ritual Symbiotic Plus, a 3-in-1 clinical study, prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic designed to help you support a balanced gut microbiome. Where spilling all the beans and eating them too, there's no more shame in your gut game. Like I said, I actually, honestly, after we finish this ad, I'm about to take my Ritual. These are my multivitamin of choice. I use their women's, their 18 plus vitamin. And their Symbiotic Plus is also just an amazing thing for your gut health. There are so many things that take place in your gut that affects your health. Making sure that your gut is in the best shape possible as far as in health, the good bacteria, bad bacteria, all of that is more important than most people realize. And this is why I like using Ritual, because they taking care of all of it. And my poop, you know, it be doing what it need to do. Daily 3-in-1 prebiotic, prebiotic, probiotic, and postbiotic with 2 of the world's most clinically studied probiotic strains to support the relief of mild and occasional digestive discomforts like bloating, gas, and diarrhea. Why include a postbiotic? It provides fuel to the cells that make up the gut lining and supports a healthy gut barrier. Win-win. Is all in one single nested minty capsule. No refrigeration needed, so it's easy to take with you when you travel. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to celebrate and not hide your insides. It's time to listen to your gut. Ritual is offering our listeners 10% off during your first 3 months. Visit ritual.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
To start Ritual or add Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today. Visit ritual.com/crew with a K.
Crew with a K.
To start your Ritual or start Symbiotic Plus to your subscription today.
All right. Final thing on the Grammys. Well, final little thoughts. 1, my homegirl, Bonnie Raitt, won Song of the Year. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. I had to look this up. I didn't really know the difference between Song of the Year and Record of the Year.
It's writing, isn't it?
Yeah. So Song of the Year highlights composition of a song, basically songwriters. Record of the Year is the performance and the engineering of it. So I believe Bonnie Raitt won for Song of the Year, and friend of the pod, Lizzo, won for Record of the Year.
What record? Which one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a sentimental woman to pump me up.
Bonnie Raitt was so surprised that she won that song. She went up there like she didn't know she made music. She went up there like, who is Bonnie Raitt? Turn down the lights? Turn down the lights, Bonnie Raitt?
She's like, now come on now.
What?
Wait a minute. Who?
Also, Keisha Cole hair is like Bonnie Raitt. Same idea. They got the red with the little white, with a little white at the front.
Yeah.
But Bonnie Raitt's genuine confusion that she won that thing was so funny to me.
How old is Bonnie now?
Bonnie Raitt, she is got to be 73. Bonnie, how old you is?
With her cute little self. Bonnie old.
She's 73. I got it on the note.
I know we just talked about Smokey, but I forgot he was like actually 82 until I saw him perform. I was
Gasms?
Because he performed
every
the
time
Grammys.
you say
Do
it.
you think you can even are people orgasm like that at 82?
I think a man can bust a nut.
You can bust a nut?
The sperm is swimming all type
You
of
can bust a
wrong.
nut?
It can bust a nut. The sperm is.
I wonder how excited I'll be about sex at 82. Right now, I think I'll be excited because I love sex now, but I'm 39. 40 more years of sex?
I think you'll be confused like Bonnie Raitt when you
Who's
get in
this,
it.
Cooch?
You'll be like, am I in one? Am I supposed to be? I was nominated for this, huh? That's what you're going to be like.
Now, when Harry Styles won Album of the Year, all right, to be honest, I didn't think Beyonce had a chance at winning Album of the Year. I was rooting for her because she hasn't won Album of the Year, but I didn't think she would. Angel also said that she thought the album was too niche.
Yeah.
I for sure 100% thought Bad Bunny was winning Album of the Year though. When Harry Styles won,
that's just as niche though.
True, but Bad Bunny is a global phenomenon.
English speaking language.
Oh, well then
on that
Yeah,
caption.
you lost me already.
Beck won a couple years ago. That's niche. Oh, I play every instrument. I'm Beck.
But okay, I mean
the thing about Harry Styles can win because I didn't listen to his album, right? So I'm making the same claim. What made me mad that Harry said when they called Harry up there, how could this? I didn't believe this could happen to somebody like me. A white man?
Yeah, that's a little confusing.
Sir,
that's a little confusing.
This happens to people like you more
All
than
the
anybody
time.
else.
All the time.
That's what made me mad. If he would have had Bonnie Raitt's thing, like even if it was fake, me with Beyonce and Lizzo and Mary J. Blige and Bad Bunny, all these, I don't feel worthy. If you go up with I don't feel worthy, I could always be with you. But to say the opposite, I don't feel worthy, is how could this happen to somebody like me? John Batiste can say that. John Batiste won last year. He's a black man.
Yeah, I love him.
John Batiste can say, I ain't think this was going to happen to me. Harry Styles, boy, if you ain't, this is Them is your people.
He is
for
literal
this.
colonizer.
This is you. This is your people. Of course it can happen to somebody like you.
I think he definitely should have just been proud and been like, I am so happy. I wanted this.
You can even do that.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Grammys.
I wouldn't even been if he said that, Angel. I can't hold you.
Right.
I ain't gonna be on there and be like, I didn't want to win. I'm
Right.
competitive. I'm sure Harry is too. But that's like an NBA player winning MVP and be like, who could a black player? This don't usually happen to us. A black man winning MVP in the NBA. How could this happen to some nigga?
Yeah.
That's what y'all do. Now, white male, not Luka. I'm talking about like a regular white dude. Be like, I didn't think I could beat LeBron and these people. But Harry, you is white. You is straight. You is British. Boy,
Like,
y'all clean
I'd
up,
be like, do you remember this group called the Beatles?
bruh.
It be happening.
One
It be
Direction
happening.
that he came from.
One
It's
Direction.
just, I'm saying it's like the same thing. Like it's not a phenomenon. Him being British. The way boys bands had went out of style until One Direction came back. Well, they were the only ones in style, and then you were the solo.
Yeah.
Have you heard of Justin Timberlake?
Dog.
This happens all of the time.
Quick story
Harry.
on Justin Timberlake, real quick. And also, I don't know if Harry Styles is straight. He might not be, but he's a white male. That part I do know. So here's the thing that I think was interesting about Justin Timberlake. I was in the car with my son the other day, and I played 2020 Experience because I hadn't heard it in a while. And I was like, oh, let me hit this 2020 Experience up. It's a good time. Zay goes, oh, man, I'm feeling a lot of nostalgia right now. This album reminds me of our first apartment in L.A. And I'm like, hold on, what now? He was like, yeah, when we first moved here, that's when the album came out, 2013. And just came out, but we had been listening to it a lot. And I'm like, hold on. You was at the age where albums are dated for you.
That's crazy.
A Justin Timberlake
The fact
album
he can
reminds
say
you.
nostalgia.
It's
Nigga, you
nost-
are not what?
You are nostalgia.
Right.
You remind me of when I was young. How you have enough memories to have a time when you were,
Exactly.
but legit as high school junior, you are at the age where you can. Oh, when I was little,
You are always present day, sir.
You are.
There is no past. You are always present day. Hush that noise.
2020 was his reminder of the year 2013. Ain't that crazy? Parenthood has a wild way.
So like strawberry bubblegum is an oldie for him?
Strawberry bubblegum reminds
How
him
old
of his
were you
childhood.
in 2013?
2013?
He was 19.
That's 10 years ago.
You were.
He was 19.
I was not 19.
Aren't you 29?
Oh, it was, yeah.
He wasn't even 19 yet because he don't.
No,
turn,
he's 29
no,
now.
because you turned.
He
You
turned
turned
30.
30.
30.
Yeah. Oh my.
And when
God.
he said it so matter of factly. He wasn't even, because they like to mess with me about getting older. But I have not listened to that album with him. I haven't listened to that album in a while. Just, as you buy new albums, the other ones get pushed down. So I tend to listen to newer albums. And I was like, man, let me run this back. He was like, He literally did it like, I remember the days. Like how I felt when, let me see, what came out when I was 93? I can't remember any albums off top, but I remember when Outkast came out. I believe it was 96, me and you, maybe 95. Your mama and your cousins too. Is that 95, 96?
rolling down the strip
Ta-da-da,
on 6, I think on it up.
96?
That was me and my best friend have a handshake to that.
So when I was in North Carolina at the time, all the high school bands were playing that. So anytime I hear that, I'm instantly transported back to that time of my life. It's that was 94? No. That could have been 94.
No.
Had to be 96.
96.
Me and Nina weren't best friends at that time yet. That literally, we do a whole, it's almost like
First of all, that
choreography.
song's called Elevators, and I forget that every time.
Me.
Because black people call the song what they listen to. Yeah, July 9th, 1996. Go ahead, Kev. You know Outkast.
Rolling down the strip on
Also, did you know that Outkast was 19 when they released their first album?
They were grown ass men. I
believe
don't
it.
care what nobody say.
Dog!
I don't care. Let me tell you, anything I used to watch, this is what's crazy. Anything I used to watch as a younger child, I can't believe I'm older than those characters now. I'm like, no. If living single, they were in their 50s. There's
Had
no
to
way.
be.
There's no way they are younger than the age that I am now.
To be 55, 54,
Yeah.
54, 56.
Absolutely.
What you mean they was early? Tisha Campbell, when she was in Martin, was like 23, I believe.
Nope, she was 55. There is no way they were younger than what I am now. That's period. I don't care. I do not care what anybody says. They do not get to be younger than what I am now. Period.
I have that same thought.
It's crazy.
LeBron James is younger than me now.
Yes.
Jonathan Majors, we can talk about it now.
We the same age.
He's 33, right?
Yep, my age too.
So me and Angel got nominated. We got invited to
the world premiere of
premiere.
Quantumania.
It's so funny. Me and Melissa were talking about this morning because I was telling her. I'll tell y'all the whole story real quick, but this part's funny. I was telling her who was there. I was like, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas didn't come. She was like, oh, I'm sure they'll be at the world premiere. I mean, the real premiere. I was like, that was the real premiere. She's like, that was the real? I was like, that was the real? She's like, and they didn't come? I said, people is old.
They is old.
Michelle Pfeiffer, like, I done been to enough movie premiere. Wait, are you older than she was at Catwoman?
No, there's no way.
There's no way, right?
Period. It's
How old is
not
Michelle
happening.
Pfeiffer?
152.
Is she 70?
We saw Bill Murray.
He looked every bit of 1,000 years old.
He looked like, let me up. Oh, man,
He looked every bit of 719 years old.
Michelle Pfeiffer's 64.
Okay,
Oh,
she's 64.
wow. She's younger
Catwoman
than my
came out
mother.
in... Okay, so she born in 58. Catwoman came out in 92.
She does look good in the movie, but she also looks old. I was 12.
Oh, no, she played Catwoman in 92. Okay, 92. She's 58. You guys who are good at quick maths. Michelle Pfeiffer born in 1958.
31 years ago.
Huh?
92? It was Catwoman?
92 was Catwoman.
So-
How old was she when that came out?
32.
No way.
She's 64.
I was like, I don't remember how old she said she was. So I was younger than she was older than me is what I was saying. Yeah. So listen, this is how the invitation happened.
Yep. Tell him, Angel.
I got a text from my agent and he was like, oh, so you and Jonathan Majors are friends now? And I was like, what? He must be talking about Major. This is why I love you. I said, no, you must be thinking of my friend Major. He's very different than Jonathan Major.
They just have similar names.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's not the same. Well, then I finally checked my email and it says, Jonathan Majors would like to invite Angel Moore to the premiere of his new film, Quantumania, if she's in town. And I was like, what is happening? They were
Right.
like red carpet experience, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, huh? I was like, how is this happening? And then I was like, Kevin? Did you get invited to a Marvel premiere? And he was like, yes, I did. Did you? And I was like, yes. And so Kevin is trying to figure out, why is it saying Jonathan Majors invited us?
That's what the question of the day, Angel.
Yes.
Why is it saying?
Because the email even says, sorry it took so long. Jonathan just got us his list because he's been doing a press tour.
Because tell them how it usually goes when we get invited to stuff.
When we get invited to stuff, they be like, there's a screening +2, you +1.
It's the multicultural marketing agency
Yeah.
represents the movie.
Right. You're not the Hollywood one. You're
Not the
you're
person.
Doing the iPick.
Yeah, it's not a premiere.
On
It's a screening.
Sepulveda.
It's a screening,
It's
not
not
the
a
premiere.
premiere.
Them people don't be there most of the time.
Oh, no.
But it usually comes from an agency.
Yeah.
Not from I have never, we went to the Bel Air, me and Melissa went to the Bel Air premiere. Whoever, Allied Moxie, Market, whoever the black agency that got that account, who's the blacks? Kevin, Angel, who's available, whatever.
Yeah.
They get a certain amount of passes.
Right.
Jabari Smith or Will Smith, they don't say, oh, I want Kev to come. We didn't tell them how I didn't believe even when we was up in there, Angel.
Wait, hold on.
Tell them the
So even I'm looking at the email and they even have my agent's name in the dear. It's not to whom this may concern. It says, hey, Joe and Daniela.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan wants I was like, this feels real personal. Like they could have been like, hi, folks. Is Angel available? But they're like, we know you her people. So we get there. Kevin's already there. He done taken his pictures. He's been his dapper Dave self. I take pictures. We talking to folks.
I was Angel's cameraman.
Yeah, he was like,
I
I'm
was
gonna
acting as her
record.
publicist. Tell them what I said, Angel, and you corrected me.
He's trying to get me on the red carpet. He was like, can my homegirl do red carpet? She's the co-host of the podcast I do. I said, I am a cast member of HBO's Black Lady Sketch Show. And he was
First
like,
and foremost.
He was like, yep.
Because the lady who was running was black. So I figured I'm going to go, because she had just let me on. You get my homegirl in, you know, black folks. It's like when you work at Popeyes, let me get like 2 biscuits. And Angel was like, and then I was like, oh, but Angel has IMDb. So,
I was
so
like,
much IMDb.
I'm on
I went homegirl route when IMDb, homegirl don't have to work when the regular stuff is good.
I was like, the fact that we got to explain, so we do a podcast, here's the thing, it's topical black culture. Can we just cut to the chase? I'm on HBO. So we do the carpet. We're about to go in. We still trying to figure out. Well, he's like, he keeps saying, Jonathan did not invite us. I said, Jonathan invited us, Kevin. I said, either his assistant watches this show or his publicist, somebody close to him, if not him.
That's what she started saying.
Watches. Here's the thing.
So here's what Jonathan had 2 rows, Josh. He had a row behind us and the row me and Angel on. Me and Angel is in the very end of the row. We come in early. We older. We've been on our feet. We've been on our feet for a minute. We went and sat down.
Yeah. We got good seats, too.
Good seats.
Very good seats. It's
We
crazy.
like, because the TikTok people was in another row. Usually we would be with the influencers.
Right.
They didn't put us with the influencers.
No, not the influencers.
I said, okay, this is the most black people is right here.
Yeah.
Your boy from Top Gun, who is in the movie with Jonathan McReynolds. Jonathan Majors. The flight movie.
Jay Ellis.
No, the white boy. Glenn Howerton.
Rooster.
Glenn Howard. No, not Glenn Howerton.
White dude, blonde hair, in the movie.
From Top Gun.
Yeah, he in Top
Rooster.
Gun.
Angel, we doing Taboo.
You know I don't know this white boy's name. Top Gun, John, Paul, James,
Not
Chris.
Glenn Howerton. Glenn Howerton is from Always Sunny in
Glenn
Philadelphia.
Powell?
Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell.
Oh, I was never going to know his name.
Glenn Powell come down with Rachel Lindsay.
With Rachel
she was
Lindsay.
on the Bachelor.
The first black bachelorette.
So when they asked us to sit down, I said, okay, now that's his boy. Okay, because they in that other movie together. I don't know what it is. It's a plain movie where he's black and he's white.
And then there was 3 niggas behind us.
And regular niggas who dapped us up on the outside.
Hey, how you doing?
So this is no hyperbole. Jonathan Majors comes in on swole, suit barely hanging on.
jacked.
Yes.
I kid you not, Josh and Angel, tell him if I'm lying. Jonathan Majors sat down. First he come down to our row. Thank y'all for coming. Goes back to the row. He's sitting down. Thank y'all for coming. He sits down. The movie starts. Paul Rudd was already in there.
Yeah.
When Jonathan Majors sat, I'm talking about butt to seat, the lights went down.
He sat next to y'all?
No.
So
It
it's
was
the way
way-
it's situated, okay, it's 3 sections. Left section, center section, right section. We in row L all the way. I have the aisle seat that's against the wall.
Oh.
He has the aisle seat that's in the center aisle.
Got it. So there's a split down the middle.
There's 2 splits because there's a whole
splits.
section in the middle.
Got
so
it.
we're in this section. He's on the aisle seat in the middle. We're on the aisle seat on
Okay.
the side. But we're
Same aisle, though. Or same row.
He's the row behind us. But
Okay.
this is how I
He's
knew.
as far as us.
So
from us as
near
possible.
row, near aisle.
He was
just
closer to the
side.
other people in
But
the
this
middle.
is how we knew for real that he had invited us. The niggas behind us, he was talking to.
Yes.
He stood up and he was like, "Hey, you do it," and they were like, "Yeah, about it," and da. And I was like, "Jonathan."
She did.
Jonathan.
Black Lady Sketch Show.
I wanted to be like, why you ask us to come?
I wanted to know. So he left right when the movie ended.
Of course, because you didn't want to get stuck.
And he was gone. I just want to know why.
I
DM
tried
him.
to get his attention, and you were like, Angel. I was like,
Kev, DM him.
He has
He
no
don't
social
got no
media.
social media. No.
None. You know I went that route.
He got a Finsta.
Has to have a fence.
For sure has a Finsta.
So on that Finsta note, I
So
bump
he
into
prob-
William
Okay,
Jackson
go ahead.
Harper.
Yes, he did.
He's from The Good Place. He's from Love Live Season 2. I dap him up because, you know, after Nipsey passed, and I told Nipsey I did head nod, but after he passed, I said, anytime I see somebody whose work I love, I'm going to say, I appreciate your work. You ain't got to get a picture. Just want to say hello.
but you got a picture.
I said, William Jackson Harper, love your work. Man, I love you, Kev. I watch your stuff. I check Instagram. He don't follow. But they be having them fences.
They got mad fences.
They got fences because they can't be caught watching. But he knew who we was. So I think Jonathan Major probably got a Finsta so they can watch and laugh and be free. Now, Rihanna commented regular. And she sent me some Savage Fenty, too. for the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. And I'm going to make a little reel about it that day. But Jonathan Majors, he ain't got no public thing because I wanted to be like, what did you watch with me and Angel? It had to be Here's the Thing.
Obviously. That's all it could be.
Maybe when he was getting his muscles, he was like,
I think he likes to laugh.
what if Jonathan Majors is getting super strong and he's like, bangers, 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 all 2020. What if he's in the Patreon?
He might be.
Jonathan, single me out, Josh. This is Kev.
Don't reveal yourself, but reveal yourself via DM.
Reveal yourself.
Don't comment publicly.
If you don't have no
comment in the
public, I will
chat.
never find you. Jonathan, find me an Angel one more time.
One more time.
You're about to get catfish.
And just tell us how. Go through our agency and our people.
Yeah.
But tell us one more. And when you need to promote a movie, Creed or
We'll be there.
you could come here. You could sit right here.
Right. You can sit in my chair. You can sit in my lap.
Hold on, guys. He might not want to do this though. That might be what this whole thing of why he's a recluse.
Listen, whatever it takes.
Did you see the ebony cover with Jonathan?
You know I saw it. I said, this is Black history. This makes our ancestors proud.
Listen.
The strength.
This nigga, Jonathan Majors.
You should redo the cover.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Your last vote campaign.
Yeah.
He had his little hand, and he was just. Let me tell you what.
Like
to be muscular sitting down, my best shot at looking good is black shirt, standing up, and look at me straight.
Muscular sit. I would have to be like that.
You have to be hanging upside down.
To make sure everything's stretched out.
Because when I'm sitting down, the belly ain't got nowhere to go, Angel. It be compressed on itself.
Right, that's why you gotta elongate, Kevin.
And listen, I was taking some pictures of NAACP. I be forgetting to suck in. When I had that white shirt on, I said, that's it, ain't it? That's that belly. I just, somebody tagged me the picture. I said, ooh, Kev, you gotta hold your breath, man.
It ain't it.
I just be, and that belly be like, NAACP, Kev. We out here.
Kevin, I'm right there with you. I just be tummied out. I'll be like,
Listen,
well.
when that premiere ended, me and Angel walking through the party, they was like, y'all, they got pizza in there. We was like, ooh.
We gonna have the pizza, and then I was real ghetto. They had more food outside. I was like, Kevin, I'm getting all this food.
She had a impossible meatball. She had a shrimp. It was some
I had chicken skewers.
Josh, we walking down.
You guys had 50 Shades of Meat.
Oh yeah.
Said, "Oh, Kev, they got fries."
No, that's the start of it. They had regular and steak fries. I had a whole plate.
Angel had wine. I had a root beer. I'm talking about. We had pizza.
Yes, we
it
did.
wasn't because I was hungry for real. They had bought out a BJ's.
Yeah.
Bought out.
A BJ's, all the pizza you could eat, salad, hummus.
they got good
And
pizza
they
too.
did heavy
Josh.
pours of wine. It was like they poured this much wine into a glass, and I was like, well.
The only reason I didn't eat more is because Melissa had sauce and beer at home. And I was like, I don't want to spoil my appetite because I like sauce and beer, and we don't get it that much anymore.
I knew Marcus had a salad waiting for me, and he did. But I was full from that whole plate of food I
Listen.
had. It was great.
And Angel, Josh, tell Angel when she gets invited to world premieres not to drive her own car. Angel said, I done parked at the hospital. I said, why are you walking? She's like, Kev, I'll be there in 7. So Angel texted me before. She said, how far away from you are you from the place? I said 7 minutes. She said, cool, I'm 7 minutes too, plus 30.
Give me 37 minutes, and I'm gonna be pulling
I
up.
said, Angel, you a star. They invite you
I'm
to
not
red
the
carpet.
star of that movie, and so I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch
You're
of
a
money.
star of who you are.
Yes, and this star of who I am is gonna spend money on her premieres.
Angel parked at the hospital.
I surely did. It made Africa drop me off.
And she was like, when she got in the car with me, like, Kevin, tell him drop me off right over here.
I said, Africa will drop me off at the car. He said, he is. I said, yes. Got right up in their car. You think I'm about to walk by myself? You think you gonna make it home to your dog being alive? I call Marcus and be like, Kevin left me out here in these streets. He'd be like, all right.
One time I was not, what's that word? I wasn't a good protector of black women.
We got one more ad, huh?
We have another ad?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
I thought we was done with this.
I forgot.
We got another ad. Is it time?
Yeah, you could do it.
There's no way around it. Credit scores are boring. Even so, they determine whether you get a sick credit card or a good loan for a home and if you qualify a new apartment or not. Kickoff makes it easy to put credit building on autopilot so you can spend your time doing whatever you want. With my own credit journey, truly, I didn't know much about it. I still remember how I got my first bad piece of credit was when I had a credit card in college for my pager, and I let that thing go to collections. So ever since then, I was like, Angel, you got to do better. You got to build your credit. So doing things like paying my bills on time, making sure my debt to income ratio was low. These are all things that I really worked hard on so that we were able to purchase the homes that we've had in California, which is not easy, and to be able to have vehicles that are safe for us to be able to drive our kids around. So me working on my credit has been very intentional and something that I had to learn along the way. Well, plans with Kickoff start at just $5 a month, and every on-time payment you make with Kickoff is reported to the major credit bureaus. When they see healthy habits, you see happier credit scores. You can even set it to auto pay so you can build credit without even thinking about it. Kickoff has also been praised by big time names like Forbes and NerdWallet as a smart way to build credit fast. With a 9.9 out of 5 rating in the App Store and over 44,000 rave reviews, you can trust Kickoff to help you get ahead. It's time to take control of your credit so it can't control you. So what are you waiting for? Apply right now in minutes at kickoff.com to start building better credit. That's KIKOFF.com to build your credit score without the lift. Start today at kickoff.com. You gonna tell the story?
Oh, what story was it? I forgot. I lost.
We were finishing talking about Angel getting picked up from the premiere to get dropped off.
Bad black man. My homegirl Shari and Sharice were visiting us in LA. I was dropping them back off. They was staying in Hollywood. I don't remember why Melissa wasn't with me, but I was trying to get home to Melissa. And I dropped them off in the parking lot.
And you're wild, boy.
And
you just
left?
left?
I didn't even wait for them to get in the car. I was like, skirt, push.
Bye.
And I was up on Highland, up the 101. And then when I got in the car and I got home, I checked my text message. They text Melissa and was like, "Dang, your husband he ain't even let us get in the car good before he left." And I was like,
"Oh wow,
you right."
Kevin didn't check to see if I got in the car, but they did drive me to it.
I did. You right.
I know.
I don't know where your car was.
It was close.
I stayed. We pulled around.
No.
And I had binoculars.
No, y'all
it's
definitely.
the Delta Road one."
And I was going to text to be like, I made it home, but I said, Kevin don't care.
I
could have been ripped apart by coyotes.
I care. Also, I saw this tweet, Angel. It was really funny. I'm going to share it with you. It's not on the docket. It just, somebody caught me. This girl tweeted, "I'm not touching the latest friendship topics, but did y'all know men love using their wives as excuses for not hanging out? I was wondering why in the early years of marriage, people thought I had a leash on this nigga until I figured out that he was using me as a scapegoat. I wouldn't be surprised if you're also," another tweet, "I wouldn't be surprised if you're also using your kids for not showing up instead of being honest about why you don't want to go. And I saw this, and I say this as a mom who understands how hard it is to find childcare. The secret's out." And this is what she don't need to understand. It ain't even, you don't always ask your wife to go and then say she said no if that's not true. Much like the guy who asked his wife for sex 28 times in 6 weeks and was turned down 25 times. Here's what you got to know. You got to know when it's a no without asking. Right? You know, if I know I ain't been like on the sex thing, if we ain't been vibing or whatever the thing is, or some days she's tired or cooked late or had a lot, I know I'm probably not going to get no butt that day. Mm-hmm. So I don't even ask. I say, okay, I'm going to try tomorrow or Tuesday or maybe Friday evening. You ask him, first of all, he was asking for sex like every day. Like literally every day. Like, can I have sex? No. Can I have sex? No. Like 28 times to ask in 6 weeks. Anytime you're only getting 1 out of every 10 times, it's too much. But to this woman's point, take Kev, for example. That's me. Mm-hmm. I've been on tour since, I believe, October. So already in our 3rd or 4th month. Going to our 5th month. If I know I've been on the road, and I know I started acting classes, and I know I picked my son up, and my wife is shooting, and we ain't been able to spend a lot of time together, and you ask me to hang out, it's not that I'm going to ask her, like, hey, you mind if I go? I already know I got to build that time back up. Mm-hmm. So it's not me asking her and her saying, no, it ain't like my wife said I can't go. It's like, out of respect to this relationship that means a lot to me, I need to replenish that time.
This is what I want to do.
This is what I want to do. Mm-hmm. So when I tell you, bro, I can't go. Now, but when I tell you that, I'm be like, man, I usually just say I got to spend time with the family. Right? I haven't been able to spend time with my wife or my kids. Like, I be trying to be a good husband, which requires a certain amount of time. A good father, which requires a certain amount of time that is separate from the good husband time, right? You got to show up at the basketball games, pick them up from soccer, whatever that is. Then I got to be a content creator, separate set of time. And then trying to make our way in Hollywood, you got to do that. You got to go to the Jonathan Major premieres, which also is dope. But I was away from home picking up some shoes, gone all night. Like, there's a lot of different parts of life. Huh?
Fire, by the way.
Thank you.
I like them.
But I didn't have no shoes. So time I could have been with my wife, I had to go pick up shoes. And then I had to leave those premiere.
And it's not just, and for context on picking up shoes in LA, it's not, you can't just go to the store that's 10 minutes away. You're leaving the house for 1 to 2 hours minimum.
Yes.
Trying to move around.
Yeah, and I also had a meeting, a lunch meeting, networking.
In person?
In person.
Wow.
Now y'all know I don't do that. So I'm trying to do all my stuff. So it's harder to find time with me. This is not for all men. This is just with me to just hang out. Hanging out for me is easier when we can hang out as a group. If you married, you and your wife can come over. We can go to lunch. We can have game night. Those things are much easier. But just me and you, because now when I come home, like, okay, well, now I've been out hanging out and I ain't been at home. Then I'll be like, if I wasn't on tour, this would be different, right? But I'm on tour. I'm gone for half the weekend, half the week. The whole weekend, I got to replenish now. Now leave me alone about it. Do we like the movie? I don't think we can talk about the movie yet.
I wouldn't.
I'm not gonna say nothing because I want them to invite me more. But I would say Jonathan Majors is an amazing actor and everybody was great and everything.
Especially if Jonathan Majors watching.
Talk about the movie. I think we can. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Well, it ain't out, so I don't want to spoil nothing.
No spoilers. But
I did enjoy my time at the movies.
I was tired.
Angel was.
Oh wow! No
going
way, Angel.
Through it.
Oh no!
She was slap happy. She was doing this to keep herself awake. Whew. Literally clapping alone.
Oh no!
I was super duper 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 tired.
She's like, Kev, you got some candy? I was like, I have nothing in my pocket.
Got some gum. We came out of there. I was like, oh my God, I know it is. When we got out of the movie theaters, I was like, it's 11:30. I looked at the thing as we're sitting down. We've got our pizza now. We've got our wine. We've gone through a line. We've taken pictures. We've done all of this. And I'm looking, I'm like, oh God, it's probably close to midnight. It was 9:35.
Poor Angel.
I was struggling. I am still trying to catch up on sleep. I have been a matron of honor for the past, I don't know how long. I am tired.
Glad you reminded me of that. That was a story that I cannot find in the docket. I'm like, I know I put this in. Angel, please tell the people what happened and why you on the Shade Room. Please tell them folks that. This is what I've been scrolling through and it didn't update.
Oh God. So I was honored to be the matron of honor at my little sis's wedding. Brescia Webb, now Brescia Jones, was married this Saturday.
Brescia's the Jones?
Well, she'll still go by Brescia Webb professionally.
Okay, because Brescia the Webb is great.
Yeah, it's always great. So as we are trying to get our beautiful bride to the actual ceremony, the ceremony was held at the Beverly Hills Hotel. We're walking through the hallways, and she's in her dress. We're all dressed. The bridesmaids are me, Essence Atkins, Zulai Henyo, one of her other very best friends, Victor. He was her man of honor, and Kelly Rowland, and Jessica, a long-term friend of hers. So we're going down the hallway. I see Deborah Cox down the hallway. Deborah Cox sees Essence. Her and Essence know each other. Essence is like, oh my God, Deborah, I want you to meet Brescia. She's pulling Brescia to her. My phone is already now recording. Somehow the Lord was like, move your thumb over. And I was like, Brescia, that's Deborah Cox. See if she's got anything to do today. Maybe she can just go ahead and sing, right? And then Brescia goes, is that Deborah Cox? I said, girl, that's what I said. And I'm recording. I lift it up. Deborah Cox, before she even gets over to Brescia, is like, how did you get here? Right? And I was like, I'm ready, right? I'm recording. And I'm like, oh my God, it's Deborah Cox. I sing maybe 3 words with her at the
You
beginning.
said nobody's supposed to be here.
Yeah, I think I said.
And you sound all right with her.
Yeah, I said nobody's supposed to be here. Then I allow her to sing, right? And then she gets to along and change my mind. I go, my mind. Kelly Rowland goes, my mind. I'm like, that's right. It happens. I posted on mine. Brisha posted it on hers. The Shade Room grabs hers, reposted. Majority of the comments are either talking about the Nike Trek suit that
She looked so regular in the little tech fit.
that Deborah Cox had on, or they were like, that cameraman needs to shut the f- up. They were like, when a great person is singing, you need to shut up. You are ruining the moment, bitch. So I was like, well, when your dusty ass, I didn't say that, best friend gets sang to by Deborah Cox in the hallway, you don't sing. But when my best friend gets sang to, I'ma sing along. They were like, you ruined the moment. Don't look like it to me. This was not your moment. Yeah, it was. Then it was my I was the only person who had enough sense to record it because it was all just going to be in everybody's memory. Had I not recorded
Had you not, and this is the crazy thing about it, right? They're watching it on the Shade Room. This didn't even click when you told me this. And Angel said way more times how many people cussed at her. It was the funniest to me.
It was hilarious.
They were going off. The Shade Room does not create content.
No.
They curate content at best.
Mm-hmm.
Other people would say they take content.
Yes,
right? They don't generate hardly any of their own content.
Yeah.
So you are watching Angel's video that was posted on Angel's Instagram, which is meant to share with Angel's friends and followers.
Yeah.
Y'all getting on the Shade Room ain't Angel's friends or followers.
At all.
Right? If it was me, Kevin, and I don't even have your voice, there's no way I ain't singing with Deborah.
This is a 90s.
My
Right.
mind.
They better be glad she didn't get to no. Because I would have been. Come on.
I would have turned it around on me. Look at me, Kevin. Yeah, you've heard enough of Deborah.
Yes.
Listen to her version if you want to hear it.
Who don't sing along to Deborah Cox?
I'm not able to not sing with her.
90s epic ballads are not meant to be listened to.
No.
They're meant to be screamed to.
And that's how you appreciate them.
Yeah.
Because you hear how you sound. And you hear how they sound. And in your mind, you sound together as one.
That's what. Listen, the toxicness didn't just stay at the Shade Room. Under Brisha's post, somebody was like, "You think you sounded better than what you did, but your voice is subpar."
Oh, dang!
I have never laughed so hard at miserable people in my life.
Subpar?
I was like, "Oh my gosh." You weren't there though. Who's gonna sing in your face?
You brought them. Also, what is your life?
Oh,
That when your friend is getting married, Deborah Cox is walking by. All by that self, that's crazy. That Deborah Cox is in the same venue where your friend's getting married.
Yeah.
That's one. Then your friend Deborah Cox knows your friend. And then Deborah Cox sings her most iconic song to your friend on her wedding day. Like, what is your life that's a thing that happened to you?
I harmonized with 1/3 of Destiny's Child and Deborah Cox.
Y'all, low key, the comments was saying a new group was coming out.
Huh? Okay.
Kelly, Angel, and Deborah. It was called Cadell.
It's called DAC
Cadell.
or CAD. Okay?
Because Kelly, King of Deb.
Why are you adding so much?
I want it to be more than just an acronym.
Oh.
Okay, we got Deborah, Angel, and Kelly.
Calandib.
And Deck. No. We got to start with Kelly.
Calandib.
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 No, that don't sound like I'd buy their tickets.
Okay. Cadebin.
Okay,
Cadebin.
Because you got the A and the N.
Yeah, Cadebin.
King. Kelly.
Cadebin.
Deborah has an E. No, that's not enough.
Cadebin.
Cadebin.
I didn't say it. Cadebin.
Cadabin.
Cadebin. Cadanger. Anyways, yeah, they were
Kelly
like,
Rowland harmonized with you.
She did.
Also, Rock Nation Brunch. Kelly Rowland is so pretty. And I use the word pretty or beautiful. She doesn't even look real sometimes.
This is in person. She doesn't look real. I have been as close to this woman's face as this. And she looks about as real as this Funko Pop. That's how pretty she is.
I saw her at Marseille Martin's thing. And I'm like, oh, from camera to person, you are
stunning.
Stunning.
I was like, Kelly, because she literally came from the Rock Nation brunch and got into her bridesmaid dress. So I saw her in her Rock Nation's brunch outfit. She came to the hotel room change. The outfit was glorious.
Yeah.
Then she put on the bridesmaid's dress, and I said, oh, my God, Kelly, you left your waist at home. Kelly's waist was, again, the size of one of these goddamn Funko Pops. And then that ass, don't quit either. I said, Kelly, what is...
She is stunning. Stunning is probably the best word.
She is absolutely
and also,
gorgeous.
what makes it better? Just a warm person.
She's so nice.
So gracious.
Genuinely, she's
a nice
person.
You know what Kelly is? Regal beauty. Mm-hmm. If she was like the Queen of England, I'd be like, okay, now God save the Queen.
God, come on, save her.
If Kelly, if they was like, get who is over there now? Charles? Get him out. I don't care what the rules say. Make Kelly the Queen of England.
We'd save her.
I'd be like, now that's what I'm talking about.
It's so funny.
Let Kelly be up in that Buckingham.
She's been a celebrity for a majority of her life.
Majority of my life, too.
An international superstar. So there is a graciousness that she continues to walk in because she is aware of who she is and never wants to come off like an asshole, right? So there was a woman who was kind of in her way during speeches, I think, or something was happening. And she goes, Angel, who is that? And I was like, oh, that's such and such. And I said,
who was it?
I'm not going to say because it's someone who I also like, and I'm not going to.
All right, tell me after this.
Tell us right after.
So I was like, can you not see? And she was like, it's fine, though. It's fine. I was like, Kelly, can you not see? She was like, Angel, it's fine. I was like, Kelly Rowland, can you not see? I got up, and I literally... Because the person was recording the thing, and I literally,
shake your hand.
I literally did this.
I want to shake your hand.
I said,
What?
and I scooted her all the way out of the way. Kelly was like, "Oh my God, Angel!" I said, I ain't famous like you, so I can be a little abrasive, and it's fine.
Did that person move just as graciously as you moved them?
Oh, yeah. And then they were like, oh, my God, I'm so sorry that I was in the way. I said, it's cool. But, yeah, I lovingly put my hands on their back and just scooted them right on out the way. I said, I understand why you couldn't ask.
Right. But everybody ain't able. But some people are.
I said, I can be. I can. I said, so you ain't got to worry about it.
Can you just move? Nobody wants you right where you are.
Yeah.
And Kelly's behind you.
Right. I want to be like, she needs to see. So move over, please.
They have a group. We have a group with Deborah Cox. We got a new album we're working on. We're just going to sing that one song, but with me and her on it.
I'm just going to do my mind because apparently that's,
Your voice is subpar. Your hair is uneven. You look dusty.
Whose vibrato is that? I'm talking about these miserable ass niggas came in there, guns a blazing. Luckily, praise God, it made me feel good that I was like, I actually have some thick enough skin that I was just like, this does not faze me. I said, they clown Beyonce so bad for saying, thank you, God. So I should.
They did?
They were like, what God she thinking? When she won her award. When she said, thank you, God for protecting me. What God she thinking? If Aaliyah was still here, that's who she need to be thinking.
I saw that.
I said, Aaliyah?
God rest her dad. I love Aaliyah. This has nothing to do with her. Beyonce was going to be whoever she was, regardless of who was alive.
I was like, it made no sense to me. And let me tell you, I loved Aaliyah. When she died, in the corner of our bathroom, we had a whole Aaliyah shrine. We had candles. One of her album.
I can't do this like I used to.
Rock the Boat. Oh my God. But Beyonce was already becoming Beyonce. I also was loving Destiny's Child at the time.
Right.
Yep. I said, you can say that to Sierra. Tell her to thank Aaliyah.
Also,
but Beyonce?
We didn't talk about this at all. You just reminded me when you said thank God. Sam Smith came out and did that devil worship.
Right after Mav City.
I said, man.
Immediately after Mav City.
Oh, my God.
Well, no, let's not get into that.
No, we're going to talk about it for a second.
Okay.
Quavo's tribute song to Takeoff.
Did you watch it, Angel?
Not one piece.
Oh, my Angel. No matter where you are in grief, you will be met.
Okay.
When Chandler Moore's raspy, strong rasp.
I'm getting chills just thinking about
when
it.
Chandler Moore came in singing, I was like,
let's try and find it.
Whew. Did it take you down? Was it like
Godspeed? No, Godspeed is another level of pain. Now listen, them church people were so mad at Maverick City.
Because they sang with Takeoff and Quavo.
The church people they might as well let Dante Bowe back in now. They done sang with the Quavo. They done sang with everybody. They down there with the world and Quavo singing the Fast and the Furious song. This is it.
Oh, I don't know if I'm ready, Kev.
You're not, Josh.
I'm ready. As long as
I remember the days I used to smoke.
Almost sparked one to this.
I was already crying by this time. I was like,
you hear the lyrics, I'm just like, this is a songwriter. This should be Song of the Year.
that's Chandler. Who's that? Is that Chandler?
It's Chandler.
Yeah, I like that.
You better sing, Chandler!
That's the black man. Oh, yeah. Yes.
And then Naomi sang, didn't she?
There she is.
Come on! Come on.
Naomi, man.
She said, I'm going to cut through.
See you again.
See you again. I like that
Angel,
little yodel she do.
Somebody in the Patreon told me to shut up. I responded, said, it's a podcast. I mean, you can listen to it on your own with nobody. I want to talk to my friend about why you tell me to shut up on my podcast.
Because they tell you to shut up. Somebody told me to hush up on one of my posts. On my post too.
That's what they was doing in the Shade Room
They
comment.
did it to me.
Shut up!
On my page. Somebody said, hush, Angel. I said, I ain't going to do it. I ain't going to do it.
You can go listen to it anytime you want.
You always gonna hear my voice on my content.
Listen.
Let me tell you. You gonna hear if it's something I recorded.
I think she was talking about smoking weed though, Kev. When we said we are gonna spark up to this.
Oh, dang. Well, thank you.
Just wanted to
She's
clear
like,
that.
I smoke weed, bro. It's legal in California. Also,
cussing.
I want to say this about Maverick City, people being Maverick City. Church folks
Gotcha, Kerry.
are nothing if not consistent. You go all the way back to the Clark sisters. They was mad at Twinkie, Dorinda, And Karen, I believe Jackie was there, or maybe Denise, I don't know. But they was mad at them because y'all went over on that Grammy Awards and you was singing with all them whirling, and all the way to 2023, folks are still mad. Totally forgot about this. We don't really have time now because we got to shoot the other podcast. But the hip hop tribute was great.
I heard it was great.
It was like all old school people. It felt like 30 artists, and they were like, all right, then Nelly, and then the baby, and Little Uzi Vert. I was like, dog. It was cool. Herc, old man, this Queen Latifah, no problem with this. But from that amount of old school people,
and
I thought
Lil
it was
Baby came, and
it was like, literally all right. Enough of them. Now Nelly. All right, now Lil Baby and Lil Uzi. I was like, what?
Every generation. It felt like the
there
meme.
Was so many other artists in between.
It felt like the meme where they're holding up the tied handkerchief.
The jump from all of them. Well, I guess they went to Busta too.
Glorilla.
But Busta,
Big
Glorilla.
Glow.
Big Glow was there too. But there was a whole section of 2000 to 2010. They were like, Nelly, you gonna cover Nelly, you gonna cover everything from 2000 to 2020, and then we got Lil Baby, Glow, and Uzi.
They said,
dang, there's a whole section.
They said no.
The South got something to say. That's why we put Lil Baby on there. No, the people who made us say that.
That Big Boy though.
That Big Boy?
Yeah.
I ain't see Big Boy. And people got mad at me because there was a dude on there who was really strong, and I didn't know him. I was like, who's that? And they're like, I didn't want to ask because I don't want black people to be like, you don't know that the person that everybody black knows?
Yeah, Big Boy was there.
What the Big Boy say?
I didn't see his part.
What does he say in songs?
He's in Outkast.
Outkast.
Big Boy, Big Boy.
Yeah.
You know who I'm thinking of?
Big Boy, the radio personality.
Oh,
that's Lord. Radio Big Boy.
I was like, okay, if it's not Big Boy, the radio personality.
This Big Boy with an eye.
I got it now. And I be forgetting about Atlanta being the South. God
yeah, the South got something to say. I was watching the Source Awards when Andre said that, and I was living in North Carolina, so I felt.
And he hasn't said anything since.
Yeah, he playing that flute. All right, we love y'all. We'll see about the bonus. I believe me and Melissa are doing something on Friday morning, so we'll find something. Also, DeVal and Kadine's book comes out today.
Oh, it does.
We Over Me comes out today, so make sure you get that because I really want them to get on the New York Times bestseller list. So if you don't have it, get it.
Tempo.
All right, love you. Bye.
Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another one. Yeah. Here's another banger for you. Here's another banger for you. With my boy Kev on stage, and that chick Angel.